Hello. In today's video, we shall learn in detail about viruses. By the end of this video, you will have a clear understanding about the characteristics of virus, structure of bacteriophage, and lytic cycle of replication of bacteriophage. Let us start with the introduction to virus. Study of virus is known as virology. A virus is a non-cellular, submicroscopic infectious agent. It is an obligate intracellular parasite that replicates only inside the living cells of an organism. Virus consists of nucleic acid, which acts as a genetic material. It is surrounded by a protein coat known as capsid. Nucleic acid associated with protein is known as the nucleoprotein. The capsid of a virus with the enclosed nucleic acid is called the nucleocapsid. Capsid is composed of smaller protein components called capsomeres. Capsomeres are closely packed and arranged helically around the nucleic acid helix. There is an additional membranous layer and envelope that surrounds the capsid. It is made up of phospholipids and glycoproteins. Enveloped virus forms spikes or knobs which are known as peplomers. In free state, viruses are totally inert. They become activated only when they enter a living cell of a host organism. They can be crystallized and can be treated like simple chemical compound. Virus shows characteristics of both living and non-living organisms. By the way, if you're getting some value out of this video, please like and share the video so that all of us can learn, unlearn, and relearn together. Also, please consider subscribing the channel and press the bell icon to get instant notification of all the upcoming videos. Now, let us look into the living characteristics of viruses. Viruses have the ability to reproduce inside the living cell. They have the ability to mutate. Viruses are made up of either DNA or RNA and protein. They are transmitted from one host to another. They are resistant to antibiotics. Next, let us know about the non-living characteristics of viruses. Viruses can be crystallized. They are inert and do not show growth, development, nutrition, etc. Viruses are assemblies of molecules like protein, nucleic acid, etc. They cannot reproduce on their own. Viruses do not respond to stimuli. Viruses have no metabolism of their own. They do not possess energy-yielding enzyme systems which are essential for an independent existence. Next, let us learn about the genome of a virus. The genome of a virus may consist of DNA or RNA, but never both. Plant viruses contain RNA. Bacterial viruses or bacteriophage contain DNA. DNA may be double-stranded DNA or single-stranded DNA. RNA may also be double-stranded RNA or single-stranded RNA. The single-stranded RNA may be either a sense strand or an anti-sense strand. Sense strand can function as messenger RNA and can replicate if injected into a cell. Anti-sense strand is complementary to the sense strand and cannot function as messenger RNA. Next are the types of viruses. Depending on the shape, the viruses are named as helical virus, icosahedral virus, complex virus, etc. Helical viruses are elongated structures with capsomeres arranged helically around the coiled genome. Icosahedral viruses are spherical in shape, consisting of 20 triangular faces showing icosahedral symmetry. Complex viruses show complicated structure with tail fibers. Viruses that infect bacteria are known as bacteriophages or phages. Now, let us understand some of the modes of transmission of viruses. Viruses may be transmitted by vectors. Example, insects like aphids feed on plant sap. They may be transmitted by air through coughing and sneezing, as in the case of measles and SARS, severe acute respiratory syndrome. Viruses may also cause viral gastroenteritis through fecal oral route and AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome through sexual contact. Next, let us learn about some of the viral diseases in Kingdom Plantae. Tobacco mosaic disease results in mottling, browning of tobacco leaves, lowering of vigor accompanied by stunted growth, enormous loss in the crop, both in quality and quantity of the yield. Leaf curl of papaya. Leaves start curling, become leathery, brittle and distorted. There is reduction in the size of leaf lamina. Plants show stunted growth and do not produce flowers and fruits. Potato leaf roll. The potato plants affected by virus show rolling of leaves, stunted growth, and results in higher yield loss. Bunchy top of banana. It is devastating. Affected banana plant is dwarfed and bunched at the top. Leaves become narrow and short. Margins of leaves turn chlorotic and may result in necrosis. Next are some of the viral diseases in Kingdom Animaliae. Swine flu is caused by the H1N1 virus strain. Symptoms include fever, cough, sore throat, body ache, etc. Poliomyelitis is caused by poliovirus and results in paralysis. Influenza, commonly known as flu. The influenza virus attacks lungs, nose, and throat. Symptoms include fever, chills, cough, etc. AIDS, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome, is caused by retrovirus, a virus that uses RNA as its genetic material is known as a retrovirus. COVID-19 coronavirus disease, SARS, severe acute respiratory syndrome are other examples of viral diseases. Now, let us look into the structure of a bacteriophage. Bacteriophage, viruses that infect bacteria, consists of a head which may be spherical, ellipsoidal, or hexagonal in outline. It also has a short collar which is connected to a helical tail. The phage has a core of genetic material, double-stranded DNA, surrounded by a protein capsid. Head consists of about 2000 capsomeres and the tail has a hollow tube surrounded by a contractile sheath. Next, let us learn about replication of a bacteriophage. Two types of replication seen in a bacteriophage are lytic cycle and lysogenic cycle. Lytic cycle is otherwise known as virulent cycle. In this cycle, the virus takes over the host cell's genetic material and uses the host machinery and energy to replicate itself. Lytic cycle leads to the death of the host within a very short time. Lysogenic cycle or temperate cycle. In this cycle, the nucleic acid or the genetic material of virus is integrated into the host genome. A provirus is formed and it replicates each time the host cell reproduces. The host cell is not killed immediately. Finally, let us understand the lytic cycle of replication. A fully assembled infectious virus is called a virion. It consists of a nucleic acid, either DNA or RNA, and a protein coat capsid. A virus injects its genome into the host cell to allow its expression by the host cell. The various steps of lytic cycle of replication are attachment, penetration, synthesis of proteins and nucleic acids, assembling of virion, and finally release of virion. First step is attachment. Bacteriophages attach to specific receptors on the surface of bacteria with the help of tail fibers. Second step is penetration. After the contact and attachment to the bacterial cell with the help of tail fibers, the genetic material DNA is injected into the bacterial cell. Protein coat remains outside the cell and is known as ghost. Next step is synthesis of proteins and nucleic acids. The host cell now starts to manufacture viral DNA and proteins instead of its own. Next is assembling of virion. First, the base plates are assembled with the tail. Capsids are formed separately and then joined with the tail. The DNA is placed within the heads. Release of virion. Once the virion has assembled successfully, lysis of host cell takes place with the help of enzyme endolysin. The bacterial cell wall breaks and the phages are released. These released virions are capable of infecting a new bacterium. So today, we have learned in detail about the structure of virus, bacteriophage, and lytic cycle of replication. I have some practice questions for you. Please share your answers in the comment section below. You can pause the video and write down the questions if you like. Thank you so much for your time and participation. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please consider subscribing the channel and press the bell icon to get instant notification of all the upcoming videos. Also, if you want to discuss any particular topic in biology, please mention that in the comments section below. I'll see you there. Goodbye. All the best.